Hey guys, Benny here. So in today's video, I'm going to give you the top 5 trades in the stock market right now, in my opinion. In these trades, I would say it's about 80 to 90% of my entire portfolio concentrated into these. These are short-term trades ranging from about 1 month to 1 year. So if you're looking for some short-term trades, these got to be some of the best in the stock market right now. I've done in-depth research into all of these trades in previous videos. So if you want to see in-depth research into any of the trades I mentioned in this video, I'll leave links to them in the description down below. Now, if you get any value out of this video, make sure to drop it a big thumbs up and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I do a lot of deep dive research into stock trades, and I've done pretty well in the last year in the stock market. I've averaged well over 100% in the stock market. I think it's around 150 to 250%. It has been an absolute amazing year in the stock market, so I can't give myself too much credit. I'm sure most investors out there have done well, but right now these are my highest conviction stocks. So first one on the list is Leslie's. Now Leslie's is a fairly new IPO. I believe they IPO'd around October. They are in the pool supply business and they're mainly out of the United States. They have a big presence in Texas, and that is where the trade comes into play. So a couple of months ago, Texas had that massive freeze, and I'm sure almost everybody's aware of it. Lots of damage occurred in Texas from this unexpected freeze, and an unexpected trade opportunity popped up from this, and that is pools. So there was an absolute amazing amount of pool damage that occurred. People's pipes were bursting, their pumps are damaged, and this has created an insane amount of demand for Leslie's because they have a large portion of their stores that are located in Texas. I believe they have about 900 stores, and over 200 of their stores are located in Texas. So this will actually really impact their company in a positive way. So I called about 30 Leslie stores in Texas to ask them questions. I wanted information that Wall Street didn't have yet, what was going on in the company. I was pleasantly surprised by their responses. So every store I called, they all said they were busier than ever. And keep in mind, this is slow season for the pool service industry. This is when they are dead, like not quite dead, but this is when they are very slow comparably to the summer. So all the stores said they were absolutely swamped, and they were calling in more technicians from the northern states to help with this crisis. Not only that, they were having emergency supply trucks being delivered to Texas because there was so much demand for the pool pumps, all the pipes, everything, all the different equipment the technicians needed. So they were absolutely crazy busy from this, and they're probably honestly still backed up. They're swamped. So this is an information edge over Wall Street. I really don't think Wall Street is aware of this yet. Earnings is coming in May. They are going to absolutely blow out earnings, and that is where my trade is focused around earnings. I have options that expire in August, and I have equity, just like shares in the stock. I think this is a really no-brainer trade, and not a lot of people are aware of it. So that's my first trade. My second trade is a Vera Bradley, ticker symbol VRA. So Vera Bradley is this kind of dead company that everybody has forgotten about, but recently they acquired Pura Vida. This company is a really hot company on social media. And they recently signed a deal with Charli D'Amelio, who is promoting Pura Vida. Now, Charli D'Amelio has like 110 million followers on TikTok, and I think about 40 million on Instagram. When she started promoting Pura Vida on her TikTok, it blew up. I'm talking, it went from about 120K followers to well over 200K followers in a couple weeks. It absolutely exploded. I used a different site called Social Blade. Social Blade, you can see the growth of different sites. It's absolutely mind-boggling the kind of growth that Pura Vida's TikTok has seen since Charli D'Amelio is promoting the products. They came out with a specific Charli D'Amelio bracelet. I think that is going to sell like insane. And the beautiful thing about this is a $300 million company. It's a penny stock. It's a $300 million company that has an influencer with over 110 million followers. Not only that though, so it's also a rebound play. It's undervalued by any valuation metric you use. And I believe they're gonna, destroy their next earnings. And they're also a reopening play. They got deals with Disney, Harry Potter. So when the Disney parks come roaring back, the Vera Bradley side of their business is going to do really well. Back to school is going to do really well. Travel, they have lots of travel bags. That's going to do really well. This is a really good play in my opinion. I think it's about a $10 to $11 stock right now. I see this going to $20 by the end of the year. So I have options and shares into this one. And anyways, let's move on to the next stock. Next stock is Western Forest Products. Again, I had a little bit of an information edge on this one. So I'm from British Columbia in Canada. That's also where this company is from. And I know a lot of loggers who work for the company. I knew that they were doing really well from some insider information. But really, I didn't need that insider information. I could just look at lumber prices and see how well they were doing. So lumber prices are up like 3x comparatively to where they normally are. And so that's one reason why this is a great play. This company is making more money than they've ever made in history. And they are going to have an absolutely amazing earnings report coming in May. Their earnings report is going to be the best in history, in my opinion. They're also going to have probably all of their debt paid off. They're going to be increasing their dividends, and they're also going to be doing share buybacks, probably all within the next 3 months. So lots of catalysts coming up, and it's still undervalued. So this company had a union strike that lasted about a year and a half, and it plummeted the stock, and they took on a bunch of debt. So this is also a rebound play, and their debt is going to be fully paid off. Their prices are still pre-union strike, where right now they are making way more money than before the union strike. So they're undervalued, lots of catalysts. They also pay a really good dividend. This is a really no-brainer play in my opinion. The only possible risk is that lumber prices could fall. They're not going to stay elevated at these levels forever. But there's also the infrastructure bill that's going to be passed in the United States. That's going to create a ton of demand for lumber, so I'm not overly worried about all of that. And it's still undervalued regardless of lumber prices falling. If you hold it for the long term, you're really not going to lose money here. Last one I want to cover is Zim. So Zim is a shipping stock. I was recommending this stock at $20 a share. It's actually $30 a share now. So about 50% you would have seen on it. And I recommended this about a month ago. So really good gain since I recommended it. It's a really recent IPO. It IPO'd in January. And the actual fair value of this stock is about $50 to $60 now. And that's if you compare it to its direct competition. So obviously it has a ton of upside, and shipping rates are all-time highs right now. I think the shipping rates are going to stay elevated until the end of the year at the very least. And the amount of earnings this company is making at these high shipping rates is gross. Like, it is insane, guys. I think it's trading at 2 to 3 times earnings. So right now it's offering a very good risk versus reward, but it is a cyclical stock, so you do have to time it right. You need to get out of this stock before it crashes. That is how cyclicals work. You get in when they're performing well, and you get out when they're near their peak. So what I'm doing, I will be taking profits as the share appreciates. I haven't taken much profits yet, but if we approach $40 to $50 a share, that's when I'll start trimming away at it. The last stock I would put on this video is Molson Coors, but I just recently made another video around it. That is my all-time highest conviction stock trade right now, and that one's actually more long-term. That one you could hold for probably 5 years and make out really good on. So yeah, guys, altogether, this is about 80% of my portfolio, I would say. Super bullish on all of these stocks. Make sure to comment down below. Give me your guys' thoughts around them. I'd love to get your thoughts around these companies. And if you do want to see more in-depth research around any one of these companies, there'll be links to them down below in the description. Really appreciate you guys watching until the end. I'll see you guys on the next one.